Hey everybody, welcome back to Engineer's Life. Well, my computer's being a little bit of a dirtbag again. I don't know what's going on, but it doesn't particularly... It's having a hard time wanting to record and play Minecraft at the same time. Don't understand it, but, it is what it is. I made this little charcoal pit here to, revamp my charcoal supplies. I did it all the way out here in the middle of nowhere on the hillside I'm already destroying. Figured that'd be a reasonable idea. And I said we're gonna go to the Twilight this episode, but I think we're gonna do it next episode because I have some things I have some plans I wanna do this episode. Yeah, we're gonna do the Twilight next episode. Hopefully, I'll be feeling significantly better, and maybe the computer will be running better, so um, I won't have any lag issues or camera issues when I'm fighting the Naga. So, as you can see, I got white cobblestone. To get white cobblestone, you put endstone in this kiln, and um, it turns into ender slag, brimstone, and soul flux. And to get all that, you need the soul flux in particular to make soul steel, which is what we're going to do this episode if everything is going correctly. I did get a couple advancements. I did this one intentionally. I wanted to see if I could get it even without a new anvil, and I can. And this I did unintentionally, but you've already seen me do this, so it's okay. It's just impregnated sticks is just 2 logs in the carpenter with seed oil, and it gives you like 4 sticks, I think, per every 2 logs, or 8 sticks per every 2 logs. I don't particularly know the math, but it's seed oil and entire logs, and it gives you the sticks. I never made ethanol in this mod pack, so I got the achievement. That's cool. But I didn't do this without you. It just gave me the achievement for whatever reason. So that catches us up on that. But I figured we'd go back to the mechanical age and try to finish this off before we get before we start crafting supercomputers and cell phones. Maybe we could at least get the minor steel making out of the way. So we need here, and we need charcoal dust. You can use charcoal or coal, but I figured charcoal is a lot easier to get than coal because I want to do the least amount of mining as humanly possible. Because well, obvious reasons. Mining's been a bit of a drag. Too much. Let's change the subject. Mining drill. I switched the shaders on it. Apparently, you can change it whenever you want to. I think it's just like paint. You can make it whatever you want to make it, I guess. In this particular case. So, yeah, that's kind of cool. I thought it was something specific. I thought it gave it a specific attribute, but it doesn't. So yeah. It changes the colors. I think I'm gonna put the other one back on, because this is cool and all, but I mean, I like the other one, makes it look cooler, I think. So yeah. Now that I have say I have 40 of these, and then I have a ton of these. Now that I have the compactor, it'll compact 4 clay balls into actual clay blocks. That I don't have to sit and stir the pot. It'll just do it for me. So I used that and made 2 or 3 stacks of clay, and then made a bunch of these soul urns. Because the soul urn, you do get it back with a recipe, but there's only a 75% chance. So yeah, I figured it'd be better to have a bunch of extras while I can make them easy, and I had it on my mind. So I did so. I actually got some stuff prepped for Tech Reborn too, so that'll be fun. So in the stoked crucible, you need to put 1 regular iron, soul flux, coal or charcoal dust, and a soul urn, and it'll give you soul forged steel and this has 75% chance of getting this back. So to do that, I was thinking about taking this stuff out, but I think it'll make this stuff. I'm thinking if I do I think I reset the timer. Oh well. Thinking if I do something like this, and I put this stuff here, and I put this stuff here, it'll do this first. Is that how I want to do it? Yes, then I'll have some to play with. So I'll let this do this first, and then when it runs out of the soul flux I already have, it'll go back to flux, and it'll keep, ping-ponging back and forth. But I'll have 31 available whenever I get around to actually needing it. So that is my thought process. But while we're waiting for that, it's going to be a little while. We might as well put some of this junk away. I don't really know what I'm going to do with the white cobblestone yet, but we'll cross that bridge when it comes, right? That's like something people say. Well, I use that term a lot. Unfortunately, half my bridges are like piles of smoldering ashes. Some from torches I threw, and then some from torches other people threw. But that is a story for another day. It's like I'm standing on a bridge talking to my best friend, smoking a cigarette. Someone comes by, pours gasoline over me. Now, I know under most circumstances a cigarette will not set off gasoline, but it is more of the idea behind it. So I think we have enough of these to do everything we need to do. Iron plates are a maybe, and pistons might be a problem. So we're going to jump into this. So let's see if we have pistons, and I'm going to grab a stack of iron in case we need iron plates. But I should have everything else prepped. As you can see, I did a little organizing through all the Ender IO stuff in here. All the single slot items in there. I have one for all, this is all weird stuff, enchantments and stuff, the dungeon tactics. Just for now. I have 2 pistons made up. So I need 2 more pistons, which is iron, redstone, cobblestone. So 2 of those. Might as well grab a stack of cobble. And we might as well grab a stack of planks. And into here. We'll go into here. And we'll do this. Kind of wondering if it would be easier to just do one and then do the other one, but we'll do it this way. With only having 2 redstone, it shouldn't be that bad. So now we can go and make a couple of these different things. If you noticed, I didn't check the recipes for all this junk. That's because I already have them made. You guys already see me make an extractor and a compressor, and I had to make 2 additional ones of each of them because, well, apparently they have completely different recipes. I was kind of hoping that they were kind of an upgrade. So I made the one, and then I'd have to make an additional one and put those 2 together to make another one altogether, and then those 2 would have the newest one would have all the recipes from the old one and the new one. But that is not the case. That is not how it worked. So I had to technically make 3 of them, and I have to keep the old ones. But that's alright. That is A-okay. Life goes on, right? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how things go down or how crappy things go. Life goes on either way. I put doors on all my buildings. I used all teak doors because I think they're the coolest. I don't know why I'm lagging so bad. This is ridiculous. But, I guess it's another it is what it is thing. So Okay, I have 46 iron plates made up, so we should be okay on that. I did make a significant amount of tubes and circuit boards. I did have like 60 tubes, but it takes 2 tubes to make a circuit board, so that was that's what I used a bunch of those for. And if you notice, I changed things around. I put these over here for the medium stuff, and they're still hurting for power. Like the alloy smeltery takes forever. Now, don't pay attention to that. We'll get back to that. But the alloy smeltery takes forever. So we need these machine casings, and we have the compressors, we have the extractors, we have a couple of these, we're probably going to need more, and we got all this stuff ready, so we'll just grab all this out, like that, I guess, and that'll be good enough. This is highly advanced. This is what I got from the end, and I've got 9 of them, so that's a ton. I don't really know what they're good for yet, nor do I know what these are good for, or this stuff, but we have it, so cool beans. These ashes are being pumped from the peat generator straight into here. I don't know why it does that. I don't really mind. I mean, it's a gold chest for 1 mod. I should be okay. For now, anyway. So, let's see what we can craft up. This should be real nice and simple. First thing we want to do is make these guys. But I figured it's going to be easier to decide how many we're going to need. It looks like 4 of them. So it'd be easier just to go ahead and make 4 of them right off the bat, which means I think I only have 3 of these guys. So we might as well make 1 more, which means I'm going to need some redstone, which I was, I was in the back of my head, I was like, I should just bring a stack of redstone, just in case, and then I was like, you know what, now I think I've prepped pretty much everything I need for redstone, and there's just 1 more inventory space I won't have for crafting, so I probably wouldn't be a good idea to just bring it. Now look, now I had to go all the way back here. It's not really that bad, I guess. Oh, and I was kind of taking a sneak peek ahead, and I was looking through the mod, and they disabled a stupid amount of stuff from Ender.io. So, like, I don't know what's going to happen there, but there's like a ridiculous amount of stuff that is disabled from Ender.io. One good thing is the conduits are there, and the conduits will allow me to do a bunch of different power things. Hopefully they're compatible with immersive engineering, because if they are, I can distribute power a lot more specifically, I would imagine. And that gives us these, and the quest for those. And now we can make these things, which I should have everything. Yay! I have not made one of these yet at all. I don't know what goes into making one. These are all ones I've got from dungeon chests, so, like, I don't even know how to make them. I guess we can look. Oh, I was like, that is no way. Okay, you need the rolling machine to actually make them. But I guess dungeon chests are a good source. The rolling machine's like an auto crafter for specific recipes, in which we're making next. So, rolling machine. Okay, so now we have both of those. And like I said, the rolling machine's basically an auto crafter, and the other thing, I don't really know what it is. An industrial electrolyzer. I would imagine that it's, like I said, it's one of those things that like pump electricity through something to separate the ions. Like water isn't an ionic bond, but it's a polar molecule. So I guess with enough electricity, they can separate the atoms. I guess, like I said, unfortunately my chemistry's a little rusty. I did go have some college level chemistry classes, but by no means am I a chemist. Not that I don't enjoy it, just some of the stuff is fairly difficult. If I could further pursue dreams like that, I would, but yeah, that's another story for another time. But anyways, we'll claim up all these guys. Now, the advanced machine frame we have, and I'm not sure what this is or how we got it, but like I said, I think there's something seriously wrong with this mod pack. So we'll claim up this guy, because that's legit. We got this. Dungeon chest, or rolling machine, doesn't matter, we got it. This, on the other hand, I don't really want to claim it yet, because oh, okay, I guess I'm going to claim it. I get a bottle of enchanting. Alright, or a bottle of enchanting gives me the quest. That's weird. But now we have that, and now we can get this low-flow circuit here after we get this guy, because we already have one of those, from the chest. Alright. I'm cool. I'm okay. I'm breathing. It's cool. Alright, so let's do what we always do, and let's empty out our inventory and go immediately open these chance cubes, because it is the most important thing in the world at this moment. Technically the most important thing in the world at this moment is whatever I say it is, because this is my Minecraft world. And I say chance cubes are the most important. Actually, these are the most important. Because it reminds me of what I get for all my hard work. Oh, it gives me nothing and lags the computer. It's like insult to injury. Don't tell me it froze. Like froze, like bad froze. I was having like an issue earlier with it freezing. Oh, there we go. Okay, we're cool. But I went to log in earlier and it said something about some sounds mod was causing some sort of issue, and I was like, I've been playing this mod pack for like 40 episodes. Well, it's like probably around 30 right now, but I'm playing it for 30 episodes plus a ton of off-camera work, and now it's having a mod issue. Like, it's a little hard to believe. Now, I'm going back here, so if something spawns or something explodes, it doesn't mess up all my other hard work, my great architectural advancements. How do I get up here? Like how do I? Why is this whole shelf 2 blocks high? I blame all these chickens. It is all the chickens' fault. If there wasn't 8,000 chickens on this little plateau, we wouldn't have this problem. Oh, let's start with the trick-or-treat bag. Oh, cool, fireworks. Because as far as I know, this is the only way I can actually get fireworks. So that's 2 fireworks I got, so if I ever decide to use the Elytra, I can go airborne for 2 fireworks worth. Alright guys, 1, 2, 3. Cuteness overload. Oh, it's the bunnies. Wonder how many I can kill. I don't want to kill them. I actually like bunnies. Out of all the animals in the world, bunnies are kind of cool, because, they pretty much mind their own business, do their own thing, don't really hurt much. The worst thing that could possibly happen with a bunny is, you can dig up a hole and make a burrow. Why did it say, my chat said no, and that's all it said. If I could, okay, that's what we're going to do. We're going to try to sanction the bunnies to fight the chickens. Because now we have a ton of bunnies here and a ton of chickens. So we can start the great bunny chicken. All fluffy cuteness. Now, well, unfortunately, the bunnies are suicidal, and the chickens are self-replicating. So it's a one-sided war. I said the bunnies are suicidal because they just the one just jumped off the cliff and died. Oh, so here's where I stuck that light source. It requires a redstone signal, so there's redstone behind it. There's a lever behind it, but I decided that that's where I'm going to stick it. Like, why not? These guys, we can get rid of those real quick. And see, as of now, I pretty much where I want it to be in this episode. So anything from here on is kind of like gravy. So Where are we with soul steel? We have 7. We'll take that, but we're gonna need a lot more. So we got 6 out of the 7 back. So that's pretty good so far. I wonder if it's literally like it does 4 and 1 breaks, and that's like definite, or it's like every one has like, you know, a random number generator. Don't really know. So this guy, yeah, these guys still ain't doing so great. I don't really know what's going on, like why they're not producing as much honey, but you know, it is what it is. For right now, I'm not losing anything here. Like they're just, you know, I didn't really, I'm not really putting anything into it, so to speak, and I'm still getting free honey out of it. So it's not really like super horrible. Because I was hoping that the yield would continue to increase without me really doing anything. I didn't think it would potentially, you know, go down to almost nothing. I was pulling out of 3 hives. I was pulling like, I think somewhere between 8 and 15 combs. Now I'm pulling out like 4. If I'm lucky. So I was working on that a little bit, but I wasn't really getting anywhere. So what am I looking for? Centrifuge. Let that do its thing. And I need medium voltage connectors, relays, and medium voltage wire to fix that up. Then we'll see if there's anything else we can do. Quest related. Medium voltage wires, relays. I only have 1 connector, and I think I need 2. That's a bummer. I can whip one up real quick. Just need some terracotta. Yeah, I need 2 connectors. I only think I need 1 relay. Oh well. We can make that happen. I think I need 4 terracotta. So I walked outside a little bit ago. I mean, it's 10 o'clock at night. I made some cheapo noodle soup to, you know, try to curb my cold symptoms, but yeah, it doesn't last long. It makes me feel a little better momentarily, but overall, it does not really help. Anyways, so I went outside, and it's like super blizzard outside. Like, I don't know what happened. Like, earlier today, I was outside in like a t-shirt and a long sleeve like overshirt, like the thing like my grandfather used to wear them a lot, so it makes me think of old people. But he used to wear like weird flannel ones. I have a cool like mono-colored blue one, just like plain shirt pockets, not like a fancy old person jacket or whatever. But it's thinner, but it's still pretty warm. And I was wearing it. It's something I would imagine wearing if it was like Halloween. Like a Halloween night would be something that I would picture you'd wear this in a normal circumstances. So that's how warm it was today. And now tonight, there's probably like, within like an hour, there's like 3 inches of snow. So it's like, it just all of a sudden just hit all at once. And that should do that. Now see, each one of these should be able to give 1,024 RF a tick. So, but if I'm running all 6 of these, it'll go to this one first, and so on and so forth. So I don't know if this is actually doing anything, but I threw the transformer here. So then all the power that's coming off this side of the battery, which is 256 RF a tick, if these machines ain't running, the excess power should go into here and then out through this side to work to help aid in the power over here. And then all the power from here should go this way, and then if these machines ain't running and these need power, it should go into here, it should be converted and given an extra 256 RF a tick. Theoretically. Because that's how I understand what transformers do. But I don't really I don't know if it's working. Like, I made another one of those there voltmeters, and I didn't see anything like, it doesn't tell me anything, so I don't know what to do about it. Excuse me. Now the brimstone is one of the byproducts of this, the ender slag, and I'm not really sure what that's for. I know you can use it for gunpowder. Am I talking weird? In the comments, tell me if I'm talking weird, and I don't mean like saying stuff like weird like I usually say, like, you know, about, you know, going psycho and blowing up a post office or something, or, you know, something, I don't know, something stupid like how my builds look like Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. like, like, am I talking like with a weird affliction? Like how I keep saying like. That's one thing. Or like it's like I have like a little feminine thing going on or something. Maybe it's because my throat's been a little strained from coughing so much. I don't know. So where do I want to stick this new anvil? I kind of was thinking about putting it here, but then it's kind of close to the door. I want to leave like that space open. Put it next to the bed. Yeah, that looks like a cool little, like, it's kind of like a table and an anvil. That's kind of cool. Just don't want to get any sparks in my bed. And now this has a 16 slot crafting grid, which will let me make these things, which is what I'm getting to next. But I need more soul steel, so that's why I'm kind of stalling. As you can see, I'm stalling a little bit. I don't really know. Like, we can check out what else we can do. The chance cubes were a bust. Let's go and grab our conductive iron, and let's grab this mixed metal ingot, because we have that. And then we might shoot off this direction. I'm thinking is a plausible idea. So let's grab everything we need to get these things. I can't see those yet. All right, we'll go one thing at a time. So I should have a mixed alloy ingot. I have two different ones: iridium alloy and a mixed alloy. This is Tech Reborn, so I think this is probably Tech Reborn too. We're just gonna take those both with us, put them in the Tech Reborn chest. I don't think you can do much with them under normal circumstances. Oh, and I did defense posts that make these look like, you know, they're hanging off something. Turns out they spawn like this little like thing that shows them like connecting. So like, and they do it. It isn't like just like a model thing. It spawns on whatever side's touching something. So that I guess I really didn't need the fence thing, but you know what? I'm leaving it because I think it looks cool anyway. So we can throw these guys in here. We got that quest done. And conductive iron is something I've already finished. It is iron and redstone. That simple. Iron, redstone, alloy smelter, 1-to-1 ratio gives you conductive iron. I figured that's something that I can have a bunch ready beforehand, so then you didn't have to you know, wait a whole bunch. I got 5 bottles of enchanting, which now I can get, now that I learn more about dungeon tactics, I can get unlimited bottles of enchanting, but hey. Who am I to argue with the quest, or the mod person? So let's see, what do we need here? Refined iron, easy enough. Wooden battery box, doesn't seem too difficult. Need tin and redstone. Tin and redstone's a big thing for this. And gold, grains of infinity, and silicone. Huh. Well then. You know what? We're done. We're finished. I'm gonna like just store a bunch of this junk away. I gotta wait for that stuff out there to do its thing. So let's make a little bit of room here. We'll take care of all that later. And let's see about going back to the actual giant awesome windmill of awesomeness. And we're going to see about making an igniter and a vacuum hopper. And we're going to see if we can make an automated way to get grains of infinity. Now I need, I think it's called an igniter in this pack. No? About fire starter. Also no. I can't see behind that little thing, but I'm going to imagine it's not there. I know I've seen it. Let's go with at better. I think it's in here because I didn't actually, because I wasn't familiar with it. And I'm not too familiar with better with mods, but I know I've seen one. I guess it could have been in a different mod pack, but I haven't really played anything else but this in a while. I haven't even looked at my mod pack. I'm so frustrated. Every time I get something I like, you know, I mess something up and it messes something else up. It is sad. As am I. Tell you what, I have been a little bit depressing lately. For good reason. I mean, I guess for good reason, but still, it's kind of sad. It might sound childish, but you know, something you'd say like, "Oh, I don't, why me, why me?" But it's more like, I guess the thing that hurts me the most is that I can't figure out why life has to be the way it is. You know, some good people suffer and bad people get away with all kinds of stuff. And then, you know, people that do somewhat bad things are ridiculed for the rest of their lives compared to like people that, you know, lie, steal, cheat, and murder, and you know, are completely fine. People are like, "Oh, just fate. It's how cookie crumbles." I'm like, no, I don't think so. I don't think so. It doesn't have to be that way. Like, yeah, some things are fate. Some things can't be changed. Some things happen. But a lot of things are made worse because people make them worse. It's like people get some sort of like low key, well, it's not even really low key anymore. People get a kick out of like other people's pain. Even if it's small and subtle or, you know, small and subtle or, you know, blunt in your face. And I know not everybody's like that because, you know, I know people that would rather help people than hurt people. But then as soon as somebody finds out that somebody's trying to help somebody, everyone tries to horn in on it. They're like, oh, you know what? You're helping them. Why don't you help me? And they take advantage of everything. Which, you know, I'm one to talk, I suppose, but you'd have to have all the details and all the facts to be able to judge me. And if I don't see a fire starter in like 15 seconds, I know I seen one. I just can't remember what mod it was in. And I thought if I just browsed over real quick, I'd see it again. Excuse me. Might be in this mod pack. Forestry, maybe? It didn't look like something that required power either. That's another thing I was kind of happy about because I could set it up without there being an issue. I'm still confused about these. You guys are probably like, you scrolled right over it like 3 times, what are you doing? You're like, all I can say is you're probably right. I could literally be right in front of me and I miss it sometimes, you know? Okay. Unfortunately, it looks like I was either wrong or I'm blind. Or both. I'm wrong and I'm blind. Block dispenser. I know I seen one. Because I specifically looked at it. Because I know it was definitely in here. Because I specifically looked at it because I was like, you know what? That's going to be a great way to automate Grains of Infinity if it doesn't require power. Like, I remember specifically thinking that. I guess we'll try a couple keywords. And then we're taking too much time messing with this one. Ignite. Fire. It kind of looks like something that would be from Better with Mod. I didn't update the pack, so I mean, they couldn't have like removed anything. But there should have been an update anyway. So, now, you know what? You know what? I think it was called a flamer because I thought that was like really stupid funny. Like, um, I was talking about. Yep, there it is. Because I was talking about Naruto and their gay innuendos, and then I was just like, I don't know, like it just hit me all of a sudden. Okay, so any cobblestone, 4 iron, redstone. Any cobblestone, 4 iron, redstone. So pretty much exactly what I have. Let's go and do this and this and that. I don't actually know how this works. It's from excuse me. It's from Dungeon Tactics. Then I need gunpowder, blaze powder, and charcoal. Gunpowder's questionable, but I do know how to make it now. So I'm just hoping I have enough to make this recipe. Yay! Gunpowder, blaze powder, and I think I have charcoal in my inventory. I did have charcoal in my inventory. Did I throw it in here? I did. Look at that. Alright, so now we need to make 4 of these. One recipe gives you 3, naturally, so now I have 2 extra ones, but I guess I'll find something useful for them. And I need 4 pieces of netherrack, which is right there. That's not it. Okay, so let's do this, and I'm really assuming that this is just going to require a redstone signal. And I hope it just lights the blocks in front of it on fire. I hope it does a radius. So if it does 1 block, I'll have to make like 10 more of these, and I don't have the fire charges for that. But we shall see how it works. So we got that, and the lever, and I need a hopper. Oh, this stupid lag. Come on. An Eye of Ender. No, this isn't going to do this now. I'm so close to, like, ending the episode, and now it's going to act like a piece of crap. You know, I kind of seen this coming. I'm not going to lie. I honestly kind of seen this coming because it's been going... The actual Minecraft videos have been going semi-smooth lately. So, like, it's about time for it to start ticking me off. Alright, guys. It's gonna take me 20 minutes to get down to bedrock with lag. So, I'm going to have to end the episode here. It is unfortunate, but I mean, we are 40 minutes, and it's just how it's gonna be. I'll see if I can set this up myself, and then I will see what I can do to automate at least the Grains of Infinity part. So, thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time.